Getting a nice, sexy, angular jawline is not that hard. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what it takes to build a fantastic, sexy jawline that's around over 90 degrees, that is just really, really chiseled and nice. Now, genetics, I will say, helps. If you have good genetics and you just naturally have like a lean like muscle mass, it's going to help. But no, it's not necessary. You don't need the best god tier genetics or anything like that to have a good jawline. But it's going to be an unconventional piece of advice that no one's really saying right now. And everyone's just going to mention about, oh, chewing gum and doing mouth exercises, which those help. Like seriously, like those type of jaw exercises, they help. But the problem is that people are working out their jawline, but they're not seeing the definition here. We're not going to be talking about body fat percentage. Now, body fat percentage is like the big meats of having an angular jawline. It's like, well, I mean, you're losing water retention and stuff like that. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. The best way to actually have an angular face, it's mainly diet. And that sounds like an unsexy answer. You're expecting me to say some deep shit, but that's really what it comes down to, is having a really, really good diet, especially like ones that are just not high on sodium. So sodium is salt, so foods that are salty and fat and stuff like that. These type of foods will literally kill the definition of your jawline, because what happens with sodium is that it builds up water into your face, and it just makes your face look more like a circle. So for an example here, senior year of high school, this is what my jawline looked like. I was going through some stressful moments and stuff like that, sure, but the big idea here is that I was eating a lot of bullshit food, like sugary food that's high on fat, shit carbs, sodium. It was really bad. I was basically a pooper scooper at this point. As soon as I got into college and I started to eat better, I started to eat more clean, because that's when I started self-improvement. Look at the difference here. And although it's not as good as a jawline as I have now, it's still really impressive when it comes to what I was at before. We have been talking about the muscle jawline exercises and the body fat percentage, but everyone already knows about that. Diet is one of those things that are just overlooked. And when I mean by diet, it's kind of tricky, because there are people that have shit diets. Like, you've seen those lean motherfuckers that feel like they can eat whatever they want, but yet they look good anyway. But you eat one pizza and now you're already gained like 2% body fat. It's like, what the fuck's going on? That's a genetic thing. And unfortunately, if you have shit genetics, it's just going to be naturally harder for you to develop a good jawline. But like I said before, it's certainly not possible. You've been trying all these practices forever. You've been listening to the advice of the jawline exercises and shit, and you're just confused as to why that advice really hasn't been helping you. You feel like somewhat lost about it, and you see all these like YouTube videos of guys getting ridiculous jawlines, and you keep following this advice, but you haven't made progress. I'm telling you right now, 90% of it's your diet. Think about the stuff that you eat right now. Are you eating foods that are high on salt, so like chips, burgers, like a lot of food that's high on sodium? Or are you eating food that's more high on protein and complex carbs? So a lot of foods, for example, rice, chicken. And although chicken is a little bit high on fat and stuff like that too, it's still really healthy because it has a lot of protein, and protein helps build muscle mass. It's weird. There's a correlation here. For some reason, ever since I just started working out in the gym, and I didn't even work out my neck or anything, I just had a more angular face. So that could also be one thing too, is that if you haven't been in the gym or anything like that, like working out and developing like, a good physique and stuff like that can actually make your jawline look better. And even if like it doesn't look as good as you'd like, it somewhat looks better, even if there's no difference, because of the way your body looks. So you just naturally look more like muscular and nice and stuff. You have a good physique, and it kind of compensates for your jawline. People say, oh, in order to develop a thin waist, you need to like lose body fat. It's like, no. And the same thing applies with an angular face, which, yes, losing fat here helps. But if you can make the other things look better, then it's going to look better overall. So for example, my lats. I've gotten compliments a lot about my lat spread, and people ask me, why is your waist so thin? I say, dude, just work out your lats. Like lats, like having a wide wingspan just makes like your waist and stuff look so much thinner than it actually is. You can have like a 35-inch waist like circumference and still look kind of thin because of the lat spread that you have. Same thing applies with this. Like if you have a good body, you're going to look more attractive anyway as far as the jawline and stuff goes. But the whole meats of this entire thing, no pun intended, is the diet. You need to have a good diet in order to have a good jawline. And if you've been trying to develop this for quite some time and you haven't seen progress, and you've been trying to lower your body fat percentage by starving yourself, and you've been working on those jawline exercises, the diet is the thing you want to look at. I heavily encourage that you look at the type of food that you're eating right now. and look up on YouTube or on social media or something like that, like, what is the best diet to develop a good jawline? I guarantee you there's all kinds of information you can look at. I have like free coaching down below until February 20th. Yeah. But last thing I'm gonna say, you can click off the video right now if that's all you want to know. But if you're more invested into this channel, I am making a porn addiction free course. So I'm developing a free course that's gonna be uploaded to YouTube. It's gonna be my best video yet, and it's for free, and it's about how I cured my porn addiction. So stay tuned for that. It's been Ponzarelli. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later, meows.